first topic coming from a Fed is
Yo.
we got a headline like I think we're on Thursday, and it has to do with vaccinations. And the fact is, in the NFL, there is a little bit of controversy, I'd say,
Oh yeah.
involving vaccines.
When is there isn't controversy in the NFL?
That's very true. Lives off controversy. But
Great
one of
fucking
the
show.
coaches, one of the assistant coaches for the Minnesota Vikings, he has been, I don't, has he been fired?
Nah, he had mutual termination.
Just out. They said out.
Yeah.
So that could be,
He's
yeah,
done.
he's done. He's done. Whether they forced him out, whether he quit, he's out
I
as
think
one of
I
the
believe
Vikings
it was
head
mutual
coaches.
consent because a Patriots offensive line coach
Same
did the
thing.
same thing.
Right.
Yes, I think he
And
just said, "I'm not doing it." They said, "We're not gonna force you." Yeah.
this particular gentleman's name is Mr. Rick Dennison. I didn't
Man,
know who this was.
man said he not getting vaccinated.
Not
Long
getting
story short.
vaccinated, lost his job over it. So I kind of wanted to have a conversation of like how you feel because this is not just going on in the NFL.
No, this
This
is
is
the
going
start of
to
a
be this is
very
going to be a thing.
very interesting revolution.
And I don't know how it is at your job, but at my job, we're having something kind of similar.
Oh no, it's probably already been said and done in my job. In
Where you
terms
have
of
to get vaccinated.
it, let's just say it's pretty much done how the NFL's doing it. Where if you are vaccinated, they're not gonna make your life difficult whatsoever. Come and do as you please. You don't gotta wear no mask no more. You feel me? Social distancing is on you.
Mhm.
Yada yada. All that. I mean, they recommend you follow all guidelines, but at the end of the day, if you aren't vaccinated, you gotta wear a mask. You feel me? You can't go in certain areas of the building,
Right, right.
things like that. So it really is it's very clear what they would rather you be.
They're
So
making their position very strong.
it's been noted. Yeah. This
And
happened back in like January, honestly.
my job is, because we've been working from home since I started there.
Gotcha.
Like the job I work at is not a work at home job, but since COVID has been a thing, been from home for the most part. And so they're making us go back on in the beginning of September. And
What a
the
timeline.
guidelines are if you have been vaccinated, you can come to the office. You don't have to get a temperature check every day. You don't have to have you don't have to wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? 6 feet, I don't think is a guideline if you're vaccinated already. So, but if you aren't, all those things apply. And I think a couple more things as well. And I am in a weird place where it's like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I know how I feel. There should be no problems about this. If you think
Mm-hmm.
somebody who owns a business, a company, something they've built isn't allowed to place these rules or regulations, you are incorrect.
Oh, for sure.
This is something they can do. This is not illegal. It's not unconstitutional. It's not the U.S. government doing it. This is a private entity in most cases, which the NFL is a private entity,
Right.
and they're allowed to say, "Hey, I want y'all motherfuckers vaccinated."
I completely agree with you about, yeah, private businesses and everything. Completely agree.
It's as
I
simple as
do
that.
feel weird. Like, is the government gonna do that? Like, because there are a lot of government jobs. I mean,
No, I mean
like DC is right down the street. In DC, like a lot of people are in the government, work in the government.
my
So it's like, are
answer.
those like? Because to me, that's where I'm like, I don't know how I feel about if you have to be vaccinated for those type of jobs. Those are the only ones where I have a little trepidation.
They're not gonna say you have to be vaccinated,
Mhm.
but like I said, I think they're gonna make things much easier for the life of the vaccinated versus the unvaccinated.
Right.
That's just how I see it. Like I don't think anyone is really. There's certain job. There might be certain jobs that say like you got to be vaccinated, but for the majority, I don't think they are paying like just posting a line like if you're gonna apply here, you guys better be vaccinated. I think they're just putting in the bylaws, if you will.
What jobs would make you?
Oh, I'm assuming in the health field.
Can any? I don't think any job can make you.
Really? Yeah, it might be. I
Because
mean,
I'll speak for my job. Like I have to schedule people for like medical visits
you got to
every
get
day.
vaccinated to fly, right? For most, depending on the
People
location.
were flying before the vaccine.
You got a good point.
But yeah, but just for my job, for example, like I have to schedule like medical visits, and so some members would be like, "Has the nurse been vaccinated?" And I have to tell them, "I don't know," because we're not allowed to have that information. It's
Yeah.
a HIPAA violation. Like doctors and nurses have HIPAA violate.
Dak Prescott
HIPAA,
said that.
yeah, they have HIPAA as well, right? Because
Yeah.
they leaked his info, right?
Nah, but he misused it.
I think somebody, like, I remember someone on the Cowboys had their like, I think it was name running back. Damn.
Zeke.
Zeke, yeah. I think Yeah, I remember Zeke's information got leaked. That was like a
That
violation.
was yeah, but when
But
Dak
yeah,
was using it, he just used it wrong. But go ahead.
gotcha. But I
But
didn't hear
no,
about that.
you were saying HIPAA. Yeah,
Yeah, but HIPAA, as far as HIPAA goes, like doctors and nurses have,
yeah,
they
you
have
can't
HIPAA
disclose
rights
that
as well.
information. I'm
S-
trying to.
So I don't think any job can force you to get vaccinated. I don't think. Now they can let you go under the guise of we need you, and the
Yeah,
vaccine might be a factor,
I'm
but
really
they
trying to
can't
think of
fire
it.
you for the vaccine. I don't think.
Nah, that yeah, I don't think that can be a thing. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just misthinking of something. But I'm assuming in the near future they probably yeah. Nah, I think it'd be illegal to be like yeah, you
I
can't.
think it literally is legal. You can't do
Yeah,
that. But I know Michael Irving actually. You know what Michael Irvin did?
mm,
Said,
pretty much lashed out at the Cowboys players for not being all vaccinated.
and I'm like, that's actually a very good point in a way because that NFL season is hard in general.
Yeah, period. It's not easy to
It's hard
have a
to.
successful
It's
NFL
hard.
season.
That's what makes Buccaneers championship last year crazy because that team just came together in a
Hey,
COVID season.
they said they was one QB away. They were not joking.
But even then, like, of course, but like, dang, like they didn't even like now that they have like a full off season together, like able to practice because they weren't even able to practice like that
I
because
think it's more
due to
crazy
COVID.
that they returned all 22 starters. That's
Right.
unheard of.
But like, I think that if you are going to be a team and have the best chemistry possible, it's just going to be a problem if you have players who can't be in the same room as you. You know,
Definitely.
that's going to be an issue. So I do understand that some people have this trepidation of getting the vaccine. Do I understand it? I guess each case is different, but for the most part, no. But some people have that trepidation, like Mr. Rick Dennison. Like this dude lost. Like he said, I am not going to be coach of this team. You know, I don't care what it costs me. I'm not getting vaccinated, and that's to me. I'm like anybody who is. I wouldn't do that for my job. Like I'm like,
I mean,
are you this? You're this against the
He's
vaccine?
not alone.
He's
You
not.
feel me?
It's a lot of people.
Cole Beasley's pretty active.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
There's plenty of people who this how I feel about it.
And look, talk about it. Did you read the little thing he posted?
I mean, he did flip flop a little bit.
I have never read more foolishness than that.
My
Just
man
reading
said,
that thing, I was like, "What are you talking
"My
about?"
man
my
wants to
G?"
be paid. I don't have anything against that. It's not illegal to want to get
He
paid.
was like, "I have control of my own." I'm like, "Bro,
This is what I'll say.
bro."
Everyone's got their own lives. You feel me? I'm not in a position to tell anyone what to do with their lives. But but
Mhm.
Michael Irvin actually did make kind of good points. If you're an NFL football player, you you have your own life. You're allowed to make decisions. But like, if you truly are trying to like win something,
Mhm.
you should be trying your hardest to make life easier on the team. And you being unvaccinated, I mean, the NFL's put out the guidelines. You are a liability.
Right.
You can miss. I think they've made it so it's like if you're unvaccinated, you can miss like 6 weeks just get catching COVID.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's one more week added to this NFL season, but like that's 1/3 of the NFL season if you catch COVID.
Right.
And let's say you actually matter to your team, you definitely gonna hurt them than do anything. You gonna be on the sideline. It's like an injury, and look, injuries happen. You play a very physical sport, but I mean, you've seen it. Coaches are saying, "I'd rather just not coach than be vaccinated." And look, enjoy doing what your next job is because you've clearly made it. You're in a good position. A lot of people would die to be in your position. Okay,
I just be getting like so confused because I watched this I forgot I think it was NPR. Like they like went to the hospital and they interviewed two people. Both were unvaccinated. One dude, he was sick. He was basically on death's door the day before, and he's just now getting better. And they're asking like, "Are you gonna get the vaccine to prevent this from happening again?" He's like, "Why would I get the vaccine?" They're like, "Didn't you just almost die yesterday?" And he's like, "Why would I get the vaccine? Like, I hate the fact that you all are pressuring me to get the vaccine." It's like I'm like, I don't get like you don't want the vaccine because everybody wants you to get the vaccine. That is
it's
literally just like this anti thinking.
it is survival of the fittest at the end of the day. Whether you think you're doing what you need to do to survive, or whether you feel me, you actually survive. But It is
I think it's a
survival of the
matter of not
fittest.
trying to be wrong. I feel like, you get the vaccine and your whole worldview is fucked up now. You know
Uh,
what I'm saying? Because you've been brainwashed to think that this shit is horrible. This
I
shit's
say
gonna,
believe what you want
whatever.
to believe. You feel me? I could give a rat's ass.
I feel like no, not believe what you want to believe
Believe
when
what you want to
when
believe.
you are costing, you know, the entire country from getting to a point where it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's believe what you want to believe at that point.
We
Like,
can't force this vaccine on people. So, and I'm not big on forcing beliefs on people either. So, I just feel like believe what you want to believe.
it's not a
If it
belief.
doesn't
It's not a
hurt me,
belief though. You know
if
what I'm saying? It's
it's
not a
it,
belief
they
though.
believe very strongly that they don't need to be vaccinated.
It's like, yeah, I get that. And look, it's not like anti-vax is like something new. That's been a thing.
People don't have 20, 30 years of their life never been vaccinated.
I think people getting vaccinated, they don't even know. That's the funniest part. Like niggas don't even know a tetanus shot is a vaccine. Like niggas will get vaccinated with whatever. They'll go get some Advil. You know what I'm saying? Like they really wanted it. If they really want to do whatever they say they're gonna do to you, like they can sell that shit CVS. You take that shit and you're fucked. It's like I don't get that
We're gonna
thought
trick
process.
vaccine people.
It's like I just don't understand the thing. Do you get the thinking? Because I really don't. I
The
just
mindset of I don't want to be vaccinated because everyone's trying to make me get vaccine.
no. No. That's not what I'm talking about.
All right, what are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is there's something wrong with this particular vaccine. I'm not gonna take this.
I mean,
When it's like, can't you make the case with any medicine you take, period, that there might be something wrong with
some
it?
people just are not confident in the vaccine. There's whole country leaders that aren't confident in the vaccine. So, like, you want me to go there and tell them they're wrong?
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Country of Haiti, the before the president got assassinated, president
He was saying that.
he was not allowing the country to be vaccinated. He was not allowing the vaccine in his
That
country, and
wow.
now Haiti's being sent vaccines.
Dang. So that might be wow.
That's a story.
I
So
didn't know. I didn't know you were saying that.
no,
That's
he had a whole
that makes
video.
that assassination make a lot more
Oh
sense.
no, it's definitely there's a couple other couple hundred countries leading. I think they quote unquote died of cancer, but they were also were not letting their country to be vaccinated died, and now the vaccine's being sent to their country. So
Very interesting.
convenient at its finest. But
Very
you
very
feel me?
convenient.
I don't think we're here to talk conspiracies, is we?
I mean, if you got a conspiracy, it's worth saying. Shit,
Hey, look,
shit,
I'm
man.
gonna say this once, I'm gonna say it again. Believe what you want to believe. I am not in charge of that. As long as it don't cost me no dollar signs, I'll be alright.
Nigga, they gonna cost everybody dollar signs. This economy can't get up and running.
That would
Like it's
be
gonna
nice.
cost everybody. Once Chipotle costs like $15 for a bowl.
I'll stop going to Chipotle.
Shit, wherever you eat,
Nick, you had to change that so
wherever you eat.
specifically.
I ain't gonna play this guessing game what this nigga be going to get to eat. But wherever this nigga eats, it's gonna cost like $6 more.
I'm gonna have to start cooking more, I guess. We'll
I'm
figure
just
it out.
saying. But yeah, nah, it's I get everybody can make their own choices for sure. And I definitely don't want to force this back. I don't want it to be like everybody gotta get it. I don't want that. That's not something we should be in the business of doing.
Gotcha.
I need niggas to stop being stupid.
Hey,
I
bro.
need people to stop being stupid and understand that COVID's not going away anytime soon. That's the part that people, because a lot of people, I do get mad. People think they get vaccinated and everything's all good. It's like, no, COVID's still a thing that's gonna like
It's
you can
part of.
still get.
I think it's part. It's gonna be part of our just
Like
lives in general.
we haven't neutralized the flu. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like
just get flu
we
shots.
have a vaccine for it. So that's why it's
People
not
still get the flu and die.
people's yeah, we have a lot of people who die every year from getting the flu and the pneumonia. So it's not over. So COVID's gonna still be a thing. And if you continue to be unvaccinated, in my opinion, you're gonna get it. You're gonna have multiple times, so you're probably gonna get it. And if you don't have that, vaccine, you're probably gonna have a bad case of it. If you're in that risk category.
Yeah.
And if you're not in the risk category, you can spread it to your family members who are in the risk category. So it's just like I don't get it. I hope that
Some people would rather not take the risk of putting it in their body.
some people rather kill their mothers and
Hey, bro.
grandmothers. Fuck mom. Hey. Oh no.
It's a every man for yourself world.
It is, and respect to all those people who are trying to educate people on the vaccine. Respect to those people. That's a hard fucking job.
No, I would say it's not easy because especially niggas who don't want to take a chance to listen.
Because I have to ask somebody every day for my job, like, have you been vaccinated? Like, 'cause I have to, if they haven't, ask them if they want to get vaccinated.
Oh, that's fun.
And so it's like
Damn, niggas hate you.
at this stage, everybody who wanted to get vaccinated pretty much has been vaccinated.
Because everyone else is not with the shits, huh?
Right. Like we're at that stage where it's like we got we've literally separated it now.
Mm.
I don't think anybody's on the fence. Like, "Ah, I don't know this vaccine. I don't think anybody's thinking that. I think most people are just like,
I'm sure there's somebody still on the fence.
at least in America. Of course, in other countries it's a different story. But at least in America, like there are a good amount of because they're giving that shit out in the subways. They're giving that shit out in public transportation.
You really can get vaccinated anywhere.
It's free. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not like it's a I don't have the resources to get it. It's a I choose not to. So it's
It
an
is
interesting
no, it's
conversation.
definitely
We
a
will most
choice.
definitely probably be talking about this in some capacity in the future.
Woo.
Hopefully not, but
This
people
ain't
are
going nowhere, Nick.
people are fucking idiots. So we'll see.
Tell us how you really feel, Nick.
That's not how I really feel. That's how
JK, JK, you've already said enough.